What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You guys know it's your boy KEVO. Alright, so today we got a good one for you guys. This one is called Filipinos Who Made Pinoys Proud. So before we get into the video, guys, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe.
More and more foreigners are moving to the Philippines.
Yeah.
Not because of the affordable cost of living, the beautiful culture, or the scenery.
Men that are so fed up with Western women because we're all apparently so woke and so terrible and Western women don't want to be wives, that they are now going to other countries.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Countries.
Like Southeast Asia, they're going to the Philippines, the Dominican Republic.
So it's like the opposite of the mail order bride.
And so a lot of these men get remote jobs. And so they go there and they live in these countries and then they meet these women. And then women in the Western world, specifically the United States, are so pissed off about it.
Right?
Like,
why are they so pissed?
All these countries where these women don't even know how to speak English, they can't even read, they're so uneducated. And then the men like film themselves with these women and like show themselves on dates, and the women are so elegant and they're so well spoken and they're so traditional. And they're like, look at these women. Like,
right?
they're so respectful and kind, and the Western women are, sitting on their, Fresh and Fit podcasts or whatever podcasts, losing their mind over this.
When you pay attention to the passport bros, like they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia, the Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education, women that need them, women that need them.
Women are raised to be wives. They learn everything from birth, from their
Yeah, what's wrong if women are raised to be wives? Like, what is so wrong about that? Like, once their man is treating them good, what is wrong if a woman wants to be a wife to her husband? Nothing. Like, that isn't that how it's supposed to work? Happy, everyone's happy in the relationship. That's it. Happy spouse, happy life. That's what I think that saying should be, right?
From their mother, how to be a wife and how to support your man.
Women that need them.
It's not even women that need them. It's women that treat them with respect.
So we don't.
Y'all know y'all don't.
I live in your country and I speak two languages, Tagalog and English. You live here. How many do you speak? One? You're stupid.
Well, let's be nice. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong.
Right?
To say it. I mean, good Lord.
Do you think it is a prerequisite to speak the English language in being Miss Universe?
No, of course not. A Miss Universe is just someone who communicates her thoughts effectively and is able to connect to people. And just like in music, you don't need to understand the lyric, but you can feel a feeling from what they're communicating. So
yes, Miss Katrina.
Language.
My baddie. Jeez. Beautiful women.
Hey guys.
So, totoo bang may actor na nanligaw sa'yo?
Yeah, but I said no.
Hey, yung athlete.
Didn't work out then.
Ooh, what about the model?
Nope. Long story.
This is Kelsey Merritt. She was born and raised in Angeles City, Pampanga to a Filipina mother and an American soldier. A pretty good example of a passport bro.
Passport bro.
Kelsey always wanted to be a model. She was so passionate about it that while studying in high school, she was already auditioning for various modeling gigs.
Nice.
Judging by this early footage, it clearly showed that her potential was off the charts. Despite her future being so bright though, Kelsey never forgot about her education because as early as 21 years old, she would graduate from Ateneo de Manila University with a degree in communications. After finishing her studies, she went headfirst into modeling. She focused on improving her craft and strived to be the best version of herself through rigorous amounts of training. And I think it paid off.
I think so too.
She started appearing in different magazine covers, makeup and clothing brands, and sometimes even worked with other famous celebrities like Liza Zuberano and Bea Alonso, to name a few. And of course, even more commercials.
Oh, hey girls! Working outside is so hot and sticky. And that means frizzy hair.
Filipina models would have already been contented to achieve this kind of success. But in Kelsey's case, well, let's just say she wasn't just an ordinary Filipina.
She wanted more.
After graduating, she would make a vow to herself. And she did it in public. It must have taken her a lot of guts to do it. She was literally a dreamer. The Victoria's Secret fashion show was no joke. It was home to the most respected models in the entire world, so making it there is like reaching the promised land for any aspiring model. So in order to maximize her chances, she moved to New York and kept grinding. After just a little less than a year, she got the chance to audition for a spot in the 2018 Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Wow.
Here we go.
Great.
Look at her. She knows her poses.
Let's try a smile.
Like this is great. Like once you know your poses, majority of the times photographers love that. They don't have to tell you what to do. You just know your angles. You know what works with you. And clearly my girl knows what works with her, okay? She clearly knows what works, okay? Because it's working for me, okay?
Did she make it?
You got the shot.
And the thing about it too, what I'm noticing, like without makeup, these women, like Filipino women, look so gorgeous. Like American women over here, they need to put like the eyelashes on, and they put all the pounds of makeup on their face. They need to put that weave in, that fake hair. They don't own like what they have, like what you have. Like you should be proud of what you have. Like these Filipino women are so proud of what they have. That's the thing about it too. They'll work with what they have. Unlike the Americans over here, they don't do that. No, most of the time they're wearing like fake weaves. They wear like fake eyelashes. They want to get BBLs done, all this stuff. Yeah. Look at her. Hard work. Going to the gym. No cheating.
It turned out that she wasn't just a dreamer, but except it wasn't for some of them.
Oh,
some fans criticized her looks because they thought it didn't represent the real beauty of a Filipina. These comments were obviously heartbreaking for Kelsey, and she couldn't help but respond to them. In her words, I was born and raised in Pampanga, Philippines. I finished my studies in Manila before going to the US last year. As far as I'm concerned, my blood is more Pinoy than the pure-blooded ones out there who have never been in the Philippines. I love my country and I'm proud of where I came from.
Right?
Man, I gotta say that she handled her response so intelligently. So going back to the show, it underwent a lot of preparation. And when it was finally showtime, Kelsey Merritt did not disappoint.
The crowd must have went crazy for her, right? Yes. My God, I'm getting chills, bro. Chills watching her. I'm actually getting chills.
Do you realize how crazy this is? Kelsey literally walked among world-famous models such as Kendall, Gigi, Adriana, Candice, Bahari, and more. She herself couldn't even believe it happened.
Yes.
She just made history by becoming the first ever Filipina to have walked the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And she wasn't even done yet because after just a year, she also became the first model from the Philippines to be photographed for Sports Illustrated's annual swimsuit issue.
Okay. Well, I mean, she's keeping her body fit, so I can see why.
It's further cemented her rising status as the dual achievements from Victoria's Secret and Sports Illustrated is rarely accomplished by any model. Despite all the accolades, Kelsey continued to stay true to her roots. She stayed humble, and it's quite easy to observe the way she interacts with other people because she still speaks Tagalog and sometimes even her local language, Kapampangan.
Singkataras. Kasi ba dati may isang stereotype ng look ng model. So ngayon gusto nila iba-ibang look.
Flexible, diverse.
Yeah.
Ganda ng Tagalog, no?
Kala nyo kasi yung marunong
Tsaka nagkakapampangan yan. Kunyari, ayain mo si Adriana Lima na kumain ng sisig in Kapampangan. Kausapin mo si Adriana Lima.
Oh, Adriana, mangantana.
Sisig.
Sisig.
So no matter what happens, I will always be proud of Kelsey Merritt despite of her being a target of some Pinoy bashers.
Yep.
Now, if you think Kelsey's bashers were rude, they're nothing compared to Bella Poarch's.
Oh my
Not
God.
only some of her own people hated her, but also Jesus himself. It was
Jesus.
so bad that even content creators made negative videos about her.
I don't even question who gets famous on TikTok.
It's just her making faces. Oh, look, she did I think.
God damn it! I'm sick of seeing her face.
Okay, I won't lie. At first, when Bella Poarch came out, I was like, okay, wait, what? Why did she get famous for? Like, this girls just get famous for doing like faces. But then after, I realized like Bella Poarch can actually sing as well. So she's pretty talented. She's gorgeous, and you know she has talent. She's not just someone that does that kind of stuff. She actually does have talent. She has a lot of talent.
Oh, this is big.
Bella Backyard over here contorting her features to be all cutesy-like gives me the rage to take down the Chinese government from the inside.
And she just gets so much hate because her videos are like low effort or whatever. People's like, oh, you're so talentless, you don't deserve all this fame.
But is that all there is to it? Is Bella just some random Filipino girl without any talent who got lucky enough to have TikTok's algorithm on her side? To answer those questions, I did some research and found out that there's more than meets the eye. Bella's real name is Denary Bautista Taylor. She was born and raised in Pangasinan, Philippines. She didn't know her Filipino parents because after her birth, her grandmother took care of her until the age of 3 and was then adopted by an American veteran and a Filipina stepmom. At age 7, when she became capable of doing chores, her abusive stepdad would make her clean their farm as early as 3 in the morning while her older stepsisters got to do whatever they wanted. It's like a Cinderella story, to be honest.
Did not know this.
Her stepdad would abuse her physically and verbally.
My nickname was like stupid growing up. I have to clean up real good because if I don't, then my stepdad would get mad at me and he'd be like, oh, you're not eating breakfast if you don't get this done. I went to school one time with a swollen hand on my right hand and it was like bleeding and I tried to like stop the bleeding before I got to school.
When Bella turned 13, karma would do its work as her stepdad had to fly the family to the US for the need of bypass surgery. Due to his condition, Bella no longer experienced physical abuse, but the emotional maltreatment still persisted. At age 17, Bella had enough, so she decided to join the US Navy to get away. After boot camp, she was given the role of an aviation ordnance man. She was basically responsible for the maintenance of guns, bombs, torpedoes, rockets, and missiles. Man, the job sounds very dangerous, but you can't deny that it sounds badass too. After 4 years in service, she decided to call it quits, and now we're all caught up. Bella Poarch became famous for lip-syncing to the song M to the B, which produced the most liked TikTok ever. People liked it at first, but as she continued uploading similar videos, some critics started noticing her little to non-existing effort in said videos. They couldn't wrap their heads around how she was getting all the success in just a short period of time. In her first 12 months, she casually racked up 60 million followers. That's basically 5 million followers per month, or 165,000 followers per day. It's so insane that her number of followers today is even more than the population of Canada and Australia combined. Despite all the criticism, she stayed silent. But not until May 14, 2021 when she decided to silence them.
Welcome to Matchmade, home of the perfect woman.
Oh yeah! This one. Her talents.
You don't get to pick and choose.
This was great.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna get copyright right here.
Bella's debut as an artist became the biggest music debut ever in YouTube history. She then started sharing her story through podcasts and made sure that she also showcased her talent.
This ain't build a bitch.
Right?
You don't get to pick and choose.
She can sing. And that's one thing. A lot of Filipinos or Filipinos, they can sing. Like, it's surprising. I have a friend named Jeff, and I didn't know this guy. I didn't think he could sing. Okay, at first. Then when I heard him singing, when we went karaoke, I was like, what? Jeff? This is Jeff? Jeff singing like that? My God, this guy sounded so good. I was so impressed. I was like, wow. My guy, you can sing. So yeah, that's one talent they definitely have.
If my eyes are brown or blue, see the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me. No one knows how far it goes. Seems like everybody's got a price. I wonder how they sleep at night. When the sound comes first and the truth comes second. Stop for a minute and smile. Nobody says it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start.
At this point, I'm not even surprised anymore because you know how it is with Filipinos. We love karaoke and Bella eats it for breakfast.
Redman?
To this day, Bella Poarch is still active in TikTok on her music career. She released more bangers such as Inferno, Living Hell, Dolls, and recently Crush. What I like about Bella is she's a loud and proud Filipina. She speaks 3 different Filipino languages and she doesn't even hide it in her live streams and interviews. Experienced haters? This Filipina experienced far greater dangers.
Pulling to the inside, Bustamante into turn 1, but she's collected by Handa Alcabasi, who gets her breaking wrong. And unfortunately, Bustamante is there to stop her.
This time, it's Bianca Bustamante's turn. Seriously though, what is up with this Bustamante bloodline? Why do they always end up on these lists? Anyway, Bianca was born and raised in Laguna, Philippines. Ever since she was a toddler, she was pretty much exposed to the sport of racing because her dad was a kart racer. At the age of 6, she was already competing. She competed against boys most of the time and still won, so she gradually accumulated more than 100 trophies by the time she turned 17. Due to the amount of training and experience at such a very young age, she qualified to compete in the W Series, an international all-female racing championship that is known as a stepping stone to make it in Formula 1. Sadly though, Bianca didn't win, but she performed well enough to earn the spot in the Formula 1 Academy. Despite being only 18, it didn't take her very long to bag her first F1 Academy win, which happened in the very challenging racetrack in Valencia, Spain.
It's a good start by Bianca Bustamante. Bianca Bustamante. Bustamante has to take a defensive line coming into turn. Bianca Bustamante runs off wide into the gravel, manages to get back onto the track.
Pulls it back in.
Allows Bula and Handa Alcabasi to close right in on her. Can Bianca Bustamante hold on? It will be Bustamante who crosses the line first to win her first F1 Academy race.
That's a proud moment right there.
Racer Bianca Bustamante celebrates. What a start to her F1 Academy Championship.
This victory made her the very first Filipino to win an international race in a league that is directly associated with Formula 1. As she stood at the top of that podium, Bianca couldn't lose it when our national anthem started playing.
Yeah.
It was an amazing feeling, my first ever race win, and the national anthem was for Philippines played in the podium, and that just got me crying. It hasn't been played for a very long time, so I'm very thankful for it.
Sheesh, these moments always get me. 2 months later, she would bag another win in Monza, Italy while experiencing some very dangerous crashes.
As they make their way to the first braking zone of the year, and there's a huge shunt to the back. It's Chloe Grant in the ART car, upside down. It's actually Amna Alcabasi she hits in the MP Motorsport car, then Bustamante. And I think Schreiner, the innocent victim there, from her teammate in front as well. Flames out the back. Scary. Bianca Bustamante out in front. Disaster once again for Amda. So she just breaks a little bit too late. And unfortunately, Bustamante is there to stop her. It's Bustamante who's just going to get in front of Carrie Schreiner. Bianca Bustamante almost forced into the grass by pulling. It's respectful racing. Bustamante crosses the line.
Okay.
Win in F1 Academy. The Prema team celebrate with
That's crazy.
Round and a job well done for Bianca Bustamante.
When I went on top of the podium, I heard them chanting my name, and really that just got me crying again. To hear the anthem played,
I know,
and the Italian fans cheering me on, I just felt right at home.
Because they could have bullied you off the thing,
being Filipino,
off the track.
and even though sa mundo ng motorsport hindi ito ganun kasikat or wala masyadong madaming Filipinong karerista, I'm still so proud of it.
Jeez, this girl's really out there risking her life for her passion while representing her country.
Yeah.
As of the making of this video, the current F1 Academy season is still ongoing, and Bianca Bustamante is currently sitting at rank number 7 out of 15 drivers. Not bad at all for a rookie. And her team Prema Racing is the second best team so far, trailing only by 21 points, so they definitely still have a chance to win it all. And speaking of winning, how about winning the heart of the Hollywood's biggest movie star back then, Steve McQueen? Yep, I'm not even kidding. Meet Neil Adams. Her real name is Ruby Neelam Salvador Arrastia. She was born and raised in Manila in 1932. She's the child of a popular performer, Carmen Salvador, and Jose Pepe Arrastia, who was known as the son of one of the most prominent hacienderos in Lubao, Pampanga. She barely knew her dad because she grew up under her mom's care. She would bring her to live performances, so it was natural for her to want to follow in her mom's footsteps. Before she became a teenager, her mom would start performing in the US, and unfortunately, this was also around the time when World War II broke out. When the Japanese attacked Manila in December 1941, her mom couldn't go back, so she was left under the care of her relatives. As the war continued, the Japanese started occupying the Philippines. Guerrilla groups started emerging. One of them was the Philippines Resistance against the Japanese. They were famously known as Hukbalahap, a group of peasant farmers that were originally formed to fight the Japanese but later rebelled against the government because they didn't like the terms of the alliance between the Philippines and the US. Then, the craziest thing happened. As a teenager, Neil became a spy for the resistance.
Wow. Okay.
She carried messages and intel between guerrilla groups. This went on for months until she got caught and incarcerated by the Japanese for 18 months. She was also reportedly wounded by shrapnel on one of her legs from a nearby explosion during that time. In 1948, Neil's mom finally was able to return home and immediately moved her to the US, where she would finish her studies in the art of performing at the Catherine Dunham School of Dance in New York. In 1953, she was cast as a dancer in a musical called Kismet and worked her way up to become the lead dancer of the show. Due to her ambiguous beauty and exceptional stage presence,
gorgeous,
she was
actually.
offered
She's
one
really
of the lead
gorgeous.
roles in the show called The Pajama Game.
Who's that? That's Neil Adams.
What does she do?
What does she do?
What does she do?
Man.
I'm a hustling news gal who
She does it all.
got the blues. If you want some scandal, know what I mean? Lift up the pages and look between. One has the headlines, two's got the news, 5, 6, and 7's got the latest in sports. About Jack, if not on the front page, you find it on the back.
Right on the back. Nice.
While rehearsing for the show, she bumped into Steve McQueen.
So?
You should have that brandy after breakfast, not before.
Why?
Listen, I don't mean to overstep myself, but would you like to join me in a pot of coffee?
The rest was history.
Nice.
Her name then became big in the Broadway scene, and she also appeared in over 20 films and TV series between 1952 and 1991.
I want to do something daring.
Neil and Steve had 2 kids, and one of their grandchildren is Stephen R. McQueen, who is popularly known as Jeremy of Vampire Diaries.
Nice shot.
From just a young Filipina girl who cared for her country to becoming a big Broadway star and celebrity, Neil Adams is definitely proof that Filipinos can excel in many different fields. And one of those fields is beauty pageants.
Oh,
competitive spirit will
definitely.
always be there for Filipinos.
Katrina.
But pageants for us, it's not a competition. It's an obsession.
It's an obsession.
Miss Universe.
It's Katrina Gray, baby. Oh my God, they'll go crazy.
I think in this country, we're in dire need of heroes.
Wow. Wow.
It made people realize that somebody who comes from a far-flung area in the Philippines can probably stand a chance of making it with the rest
Yeah,
of the
it's a
world.
hero story. That's facts.
We bagged our first Miss Universe titles back in 1969 with Gloria Diaz.
The first runner-up is Miss Finland. Miss Philippines is Miss Universe of 1969.
1969.
Philippines. Martha, would you step in and put this down, please? There we are. Dee Dee,
And in 1973 with Margie Moran.
the first runner-up is Miss USA, Miss Philippines.
Miss Philippines, 4 years later.
But after that, we went on a 42-year drought. 42 years.
42 years. Wow.
And during those times, we really struggled.
I won't change my legs because I'm contented with my long-legged.
What would you rather be? Beautiful or smart?
Well, quiet please.
Oh.
El Nino is what we are facing right now. If we do simple things like planting trees, then we will not experience drought, right?
Oh,
so
okay. I see why.
Now, we will achieve La Nina. Thank you.
They stumbled a lot.
So you won 2 of the major awards, Best in Long Gown, Best in Swimsuit. Do you feel any pressure right now?
No, I don't feel any pressure right now.
Confident. All right. Please choose a name of a judge.
The question is, what role did your family play with you as candidate to Binibining Pilipinas?
Well, my family's role for me is so important because they was the one.
It's hard. The thing about it, what I realized what's so hard, it's that think fast. You gotta be able to be on your feet when these judges come to these questions because you have to know how to answer it. And sometimes it's hard. Like I know if that was me up there, I would be struggling as well. I think it's hard as well. And like you know, it takes time and you gotta practice for these things. That's why so many times you need practice. You have to practice because you never know what kind of questions they'll come. You gotta be quick on your feet.
Very
Pressure.
Oh,
That's a lot of pressure.
Sorry. My family.
Just speak from the heart.
Oh my God. Okay.
Speak from the heart.
I'm so sorry. I told you that I'm so confident. Eto, wait.
Speak from the heart.
Sorry guys, because this was really my first pageant ever. Because I'm only 17 years old. And
17.
I did not expect that I came from one of the top 10. So, but I said that my family is the most important persons in my life. Thank you.
I'm not by any means an expert, but in my humble opinion, that long drought fueled our determination to win another title. We wanted to prove something so badly, so the community increasingly became desperate and the training for candidates became more and more grueling. Come 2010, it started paying off as the Philippines went on a 12-year semi-final streak.
Maria Venezuela.
Semi-final, wow.
Philippines. Shamsi Supsup, 25, Philippines. Janine Togonon, 23, Philippines. Ariela Aridan, Laguna, Mary Jean Lastimosa, Philippines.
Philippines.
Pia Alonzo Wurtzbach, Philippines.
I remember her.
Pia Micah Maxine Medina, Philippines. Philippines. Catriona McLaren Green, Philippines.
Yes! Miss Green! Wow,
This
that's...
is Rabia Oxani Mateo, all the way from the Philippines.
Beatriz Luigi Gomez, Philippines.
2 of those rounds made it all the way to the crown, but the road to getting there was very far from easy. During my research, I learned that Pia and Catriona also had their own fair share of crushing and devastating defeats.
Here we go.
Binibining Pilipinas 2013 runner-up is none other than Binibini 15, Pia A. Wurtzbach.
Well, that must have been hard. Everybody gotta keep a smile on. Hearing your runner-up.
Miss Universe Philippines 2014 is none other than Binibini number 25, Mary Jean Lastimosa.
I thought they're gonna put it in the Steve Harvey blooper. That's probably gonna be in here.
And the winner of Miss World 2016
Yeah, that's Katrina Gray.
is Puerto Rico.
Oh.
Kat, we love you. You are our Miss Universe.
Miss World, don't worry, it's Miss World. I know it's hard.
You did your best. You did your
That's
best.
all that matters.
We love you.
But these Filipinas are just built differently.
They don't give up.
Why should you be the next Miss Universe?
Oh, this is the one.
To be a Miss Universe is both an honor and
This is
a
the one.
responsibility. If I were to be Miss Universe, I will use my voice to influence the youth, and I would raise awareness to certain causes like HIV awareness that is timely and relevant to my country, which is the Philippines. I want to show the world, the
This is
universe
the one.
rather, that I am confidently beautiful with a heart. Thank you.
Miss Universe
It's the one.
2015 is Colombia.
This is the one. This is the one. Whoops.
I have to apologize.
Oh my God. This is like right here. I gotta be honest. I felt bad for Colombia in this one. When Steve Harvey had to like apologize and take back the crowd. Bro, my heart would have melted if I was up on stage. I would have started crying. I don't know. I have to apologize. Look at her. She's like, what?
Miss Universe 2015 is Philippines.
Oh my God. Look, right, like when you take the crown off her head, out Colombia's head, like Philippines, like, what do I do? Do I go get my crown?
While there was confusion in Pia's run, Catriona made sure there was no confusion as she made it so clear that she was the best candidate that night. Heck, most fans even agree that she's the best Miss Universe ever.
Yeah.
Philippines!
Look at that power. Hey.
Philippines is a former martial artist who earned her black belt at 12 years old.
I remember watching this.
24. This fashion model and singer has raised funds for various charities.
God, Thomas flies by so fast, like honestly.
Philippines!
So fast. Like this was almost 5 years ago now, right?
Philippines proudly raised funds to purchase and renovate an old apartment building in Manila. This 24-year-old turned the building into the Young Focus Child Care Plus Center, a school offering free education to children. Philippines!
What is the most important
That dress.
you've
Yeah,
learned
I remember
in
that
your
dress.
life,
Jessica
and how
Rabbit.
to apply it to your time as Miss Universe?
That was a
I
very
work
bold
a lot
dress.
in the slums of Tondo, Manila, and the life there is it's poor and it's very sad. And I've always taught myself to look for the beauty in it, to look in the beauty in the faces of the children and to be grateful. And I would bring this aspect as a Miss Universe to see situations with a silver lining and to assess where I could give something, where I could provide something as a spokesperson.
Well said. I remember the speech. Love the speech.
People to be grateful, we could have an amazing world where negativity could not grow and foster, and children would have a smile on their face.
Because children are the future, man. I always said that.
Philippines!
Steve Harvey did not make a mistake that time.
Because of their victories, the Philippines became one of the biggest beauty pageant dynasties in the entire world, with 4 titles behind USA's 9, Venezuela's 7, and Puerto Rico's 5, and achieved